be alright. They could use a Tide. But perhaps they need something with a lower cooldown of a stun, like you just said. Something like a Sand King would be alright.
Yeah.
Some initiation that they can use a little bit earlier than just wait on the Ravage. But that utility could come in handy, definitely. Some pipes, some max from the offlaner versus the Prophet versus the Veno. Yeah, they go with the Beast, okay? Something like Vlad's definitely helps out too. And you also have that setup for Mystic Flare, right? It's not as good as your Access Call or your Chrono or something like that, but you do have Roar for the Mystic Flare, so you have something to work with if you're Skyrat. Overall, I don't know. I like EHOME's lineup again. I liked it in that first game, but in the first game they were playing versus a Night Stalker, and in this game they're playing versus Gabby God with that Morphling and Marsh playing the Shaker. So, yeah, eventually Morphling is going to roll out of control and just start one-shotting you. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, we'll see the puck mid and offlane Veno, by the way.
Okay. Yarabel certainly likes his puck more than others, it feels like, so maybe not a surprise there in the end. Going to be matched up against that Invoker. Yeah, I go back to this is EHOME's lineup overall feels solid. The one issue is that Chaos Knight, though, and how much freedom is he going to have this game is would be my concern. Even with the BKB, it's not necessarily freedom as far as moving around and being able to make plays here. So.
Yeah, especially because you will be playing versus that Venomancer early on.
Yeah. You know, well, I gotta think this has to be a Quas Wex Invoker this time, right? Like, Spirit Vessel's really good, and in general, they could use more control.
It could be a really good Quas Wex Invoker game, yeah. But it's player preference in the end, right? They do need Quas Wex to create space to just roll with Beastmaster while Chaos Knight comes online, but perhaps that's not their plan. Perhaps Chaos Knight just gets 2 bracers and starts fighting. Let's see what they go for. He didn't skill anything just yet, but I agree with you. I think it will be Quas Wexel.
He's keeping us guessing for now. I mean, the fact he didn't level up Expert for Sunstrike is probably
pretty giving. Yeah, already telling.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Good luck, have fun's coming out initially. Nice little tips as well. Helping people out with their Dota Plus. Early ward from Kato, which was spotted, or at least somebody's pinging out the mid lane. As if something's going on here. Look at this Kato, by the way. Get the tree. One more. Got it.
I got the tree, some gold, some experience, but I think what EHOME is doing that I really like is that they're sending Chaos Knight on the offlane and Beastmaster on the safe lane. I think Chaos Knight versus Furion plus Venomancer would get crushed, and sending him on the offlane versus the Morphling might not sound like the best idea, but when you're covered by the Skyrat, oh, all right.
First blood, it shall be.
Yeah.
All right.
He was up here. He put the sentry down as if he was trying to counter ward himself, but he got caught by the fissure on the wrong side. And that was a whoopsie moment, so gives up first blood.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, Kotls are very fast, but at the same time, if you catch him, he just dies so quickly. Has what, 500 HP? That's super easy. And Armel is feeling himself pretty well right now.
Oh yeah, it's first blood, and that bottle eventually going to come that much quicker. He's already able to finish the Null Talisman. So yeah, this it's not only that, but again, you're dealing with the Quas Wex Invoker. This Invoker's like, are you kidding me? This is already not going to be maybe the most fun lineup or matchup here. So
yeah, he doesn't have a lot of damage on that Invoker, and now he has to play versus a puck that has an advantage. It's not an easy lane at all.
Still bottom lane, this time from the beginning, though. It's a try versus try lane as Gabby's protected on the Morphling. Able to get his farm as you got Chaos Knight on the other side, though. So it does set up the 1 versus 1 top. Veno versus Beastmaster. Interesting matchup there we have.
Yeah, on the top lane, Venomancer might have a slight advantage. On the bottom lane, though, it's where the fun happens, right? Like, it can go any way. And March right now is taking a lot of beating, but... yeah, he goes back and salves up, he's fine.
Get that salve. Ring of Basilisk is on Tim's currently, playing the Nature's Prophet, so that's something else that the Radiant team is able to benefit from, the early aura. We got here, and you see Chaos Knight taking some right clicks. Somebody's going to die here soon, it feels like. Everyone's softening up. Level 2 is going to hit soon.
Yeah, it's all about the region and how you force the enemy team to waste it in this first couple of waves. It's basically the battle of nutrition. And after that, once someone is low enough because they didn't have enough tangos or a salve, you pounce in, you go in for the kill. I think one advantage the TNC have got here is the fact that they have Tims with this Furion, so he is basically a free courier at any given point. He can go back, get some region, get the items, and bring them back to the lane.
True. Yeah, it's pretty nice to have. Looking at this mid lane matchup, Armel right now 12-5. Invoker's 8-0, so 897, getting some CS in there, but you see again, Puck is able to use that phase shift even to dodge some of these attacks, and he is really keeping that pressure up, and he has a bottle already coming out, so that pressure going to continue. There's what you were just talking about. Nature's Prophet actually teleporting back to base, comes back in, hands off some items to Morphling, so essentially playing a courier for the Morphling.
It's such a huge thing for him to be able to do that, because it pretty much creates this stable lane that you can you don't have to win, but you won't lose it, because you'll always have nutrition, you'll always have resources to heal yourself with.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Armamel?
And that's all they need, pretty much.
He is really deep here. Takes a tornado. Pop the illusion, so he's not necessarily going for a kill. He's just really bodying 897 right now. As apparently Tims goes down at the bottom lane, but Armel might be going for that kill. It's not going to be enough damage to make it happen, so clearly keeping 897 at bay. Back to the bottom lane, now Skywrath being chased away. Yeah, they were able to get the one kill down here on Nature's Prophet.
Mid lane, oh, he dove the tier 2 and he might fall that. Does have Fairy Fire.
Oh god, the cold snap initially. The bottle charge is a miss uphill also. And he stays alive.
Yeah, maybe 897 would have chased, but he saw the Furion spamming the port on top of him, so he decided not to go for that. And Armel is waiting for the bottle to be refilled, but he misses the wrong. He misses the rune, and Tims is the one that picks it up.
Yeah, at least Tims was there to pick it up. He teleported in, grabs it, happens to be in Fizz, and now heading bottom lane. VT faded, by the way. Able to pop a salve, so he will be good. In fact, March is going to get turned on because of this. He went checking to see where he was at. Ends up going down. Faded, though, manning up against a Morphling. Blinding Light pushback. Means once again, CK will be fine, so living life on the edge of sorts.
Can he get it? One more hit?
Yes.
There we go.
Good job, Armel.
Yeah, they were playing on the edge. And he kills himself too on the tower to refill the bottle, to respawn with full HP, and then he can fight again. Yeah, very well played by him. Considering he had an advantage on that mid lane. Like, it's definitely not an easy lane for the Invoker to play in.
5-minute bounty runes coming out, and we'll have the split happen. 2 for 2. But yeah, this puck now certainly starting to pull a bit of an advantage, as Shrine going to be used by EHOME as 3 heroes. In fact, CK's porting top lane, so looks like EHOME's giving up on the idea of the trial line bottom. Say enough is enough. Let's send the CK top, get him some safe armor. Also try to go for the kill initially.
I really like the fact that Beastmaster is sticking around, because they might try to go for the Venom. Yeah.
And there you go.
It's such a good thing to do. Like, if you want to switch up your lanes, stay with the core, hide with the core that's rotating, and try to gank. And then you have 2 cores ganking, and it can be very powerful early on in the game. And this skill brings them both to the levels that they need. 897 mid lane.
They're going in. Does he have Dream Coil yet? No, he actually Okay, he does
He
use
used
it,
it,
excuse me. Yeah, he used it right there as the blinding light, though, from Otto will help keep Invoker alive.
Like, just in the nick of time, he uses blinding light, and at the same time, the waning rift goes away. I think perhaps Ormal didn't have to use it that early on because Invoker was fissure blocked, so he could have saved it for a bit later, but then again, they will take down the tier 1, so the major objective has been taken by them, and that's what's important.
Exactly. It's, I was going to say, it's like, sure, he stays alive, but tower goes down. It's only 6.5 minutes into the game right now. TNC is just fine with that. And Puck going to have Earthshaker even nearby. Roman there, but Armel's feeling very good about where he's at right now. He got Venomancer at the top lane. Also doing some pretty good farms. Yeah, all 3 cores of the Radiant side are actually managing pretty well, including Gabby on Morphling, who's got that casual Morbid Mask early on. But we see the Manta style is where
Please
he's
check KP's item build. He's going Boots of Travel first. First item, Boots of Travel. Feels good, man.
Why not? Get away with it.
Yeah, that's what they're for, to get away. I don't know, it's just interesting.
Yes.
A bottom lane Puck, silenced, sword.
Yeah, he underestimated there as far as the Ancient Seal coming out and the Beastmaster Prime Aurora on top.
Yeah, Ancient Seal is definitely a really good skill in this game. A really good spell. Versus the Morphling and the Puck, it can come in handy. Top lane Veno, though. Can they get him?
He's got those bots coming. He's going to pop Salve. Block with the ward, or at least try to. Somebody else is here. That would be the Skywrath. So now they definitely are going to collapse on top end. Look at that big hit with the Chaos Strike.
Yeah, Xingqiu has had a pretty decent game so far. 2-0-2, 2 assists, 2 kills to his name. Not bad. Level 5, minute 8. And he's, I believe, going for that Atos, which, like, Atos already tells you that he doesn't need any setup for that Mystic Flare. With the Atos, with Ancient Seal, he can kill off Puck and the Morphling if he manages to silence them before the phase shift or before the morph. And I believe it's a pretty good Skywrath game. We should look out for Xingqiu. If he has a good game, he can definitely make the difference as a position 4.
Invoker heading towards bottom. He's planning to meet up with the team, try to make a play down here. It looks like they want to go for something. KP is the one down here right now. You see Venomancer has those bots finished, is just trying to protect this tier 1 tower. So Nature's Prophet coming in.
However, since
And there is a 9-7 Tornado EMP. The cold snaps, but not going to matter as far as Tim's getting away at least.
yeah, they were thinking about it. They were thinking about diving, but with the Shaker there's no way. He just prevents them with the fissure. And this is also a problem for EHOME. If you want to be aggressive, if you take objectives, you somehow have to take down KP. But he's just spamming his wards, his bananas around the tower. And you can't approach him. Look at Fate Beyond. He's doing like a really good play. He's going all the way through the trees. Look.
Yep.
I love this. I have to say, I love this. If it works, though.
TI winner, baby. It's not going to work, though. at least for now. He's still going to hang around, but as we see, Venomancer going for the bounty runes instead, so the timing was just a little bit off.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Nice plan from him. But sadly, it didn't work.
VT Faded actually destroyed, or excuse me, he went for the bounty rune and it was destroyed right in front of him. As over here, Tim's gets found by Skywrath.
Xingqiu solo.
No Mystic Flare even needed right there.
Yeah, that's a solo kill right there. And there's a Puck with Invis on the mid lane, but he doesn't want to really go for them right now. But with the will, perhaps he can go for Invoker.
He's going to go for it. Dream Coil, it's ready. He's not using it yet.
That raindrop helped out 987 a lot.
Decides it's better not to. Hawk comes out of the bottom lane, and here comes VT Faded. They do catch up to Venomancer. March is there for the fissure. Going to try to block with his body as well. The Enchant Totem. And he allows KP to get away. Faith Beyond actually ends up falling as Armel rotates in. You also saw the Wrath in Nature coming through on top of that.
VT Faded does manage to get out, so he can continue farming, but whenever you're playing versus Morphling and Shaker, you feel like you're on a clock, man. If you're EHOME, there's a reason why they're diving this tier 1, why they're pressuring TNC so much, because they have to do something. They have to start taking some objectives before Morphling gets online, before he has that Lincoln's, or actually he's going for the Manta eggs, right? Still good. Manta eggs, just get those levels to turn into the Shaker once he has Enchant Totem leveled up.
That's what matters there for TNC's strat. And again, you got a hero like Puck, especially with the success that Armel has had earlier on, can certainly open up that space for the Morphling. And he's going to try to find a kill on a Coddle at the top lane. No, he's just going to push it out instead against Keeper of the Light. But Blink, once that happens for Armel, certainly that much scarier for EHOME to deal with. I was also looking at Invoker. He didn't have anything queued up for a while, and I was like, is he really thinking about going the Midas here? But no, he is going to go the Spirit Vessel build, especially being the Quaswex.
Yeah, it's definitely a good pickup. I'm wondering if we'll see something similar on Venomancer, like a Vessel. I see that item, like every time I see Venomancer right now, I see Vessel picked up by him. But then again, I don't see a lot of travels as the first item, so, you know, maybe not really KP's item of choice in this game. We have a smoke from EHOME, Fabian and Zinq, they're moving in. They can take down Tims, I guess, but not really the best target.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's like, okay, I guess we get a kill, but exactly, they didn't want to invest all this time in a smoke just for that. In fact, they're not even going to get that. Tims is a little too slippery there, apparently. Manages to get out, going to send the Treants in to scout the information, and sure enough, will find them. So you see the line being drawn as mid lane. Could have a clash here happening. Invoker up front, Coddle going to run uphill as well. Will-O-Wisp is ready, so haven't seen it used yet. Certainly could be a play.
EMP on the Venomancer will prevent him from spamming any more Plague Wards, which is pretty decent, but I don't think they'll be able to just pressure this tier 1 any longer. However, the bottom tier 1, VT Faded has used his ultimate, and this should be a dead tower.
Yeah, they're just going to give it up. A little surprising for this composition of TNC, but I guess they got a little too distracted.
Yeah, they take him down easily. He tried to basically port in, summon the trees, and attack the tower, get some chip damage done, which he did manage to do, but he didn't port fast enough after he saw the port coming in, and Roar catches him. So they lose the Furion, and they don't really get a lot out of it. They just get some chip damage on the tier 1.
TNC going to try to get some revenge maybe at the top lane. As there we go. Morphling jumps in, morphs into Invoker. It's fun seeing that. Throws out the
Sadly,
tornado.
no detection, yeah.
Oh yeah, I assumed that they were going to have detection, but you figure Armel may be the one to carry it. Not the case here, though. And now, turn chance? Not really. Missed the tornado himself. And so
I guess they had some miscommunication there, because Tornado isn't a spell that you want to use at all, as you have Skyrat coming. And Skyrat was hidden in the fog, so if he manages to use that Ancient Seal, Puck is pretty much as good as that, so Tornado will just mess it up in any way.
15-minute bounty runes. There's a Will-O-Wisp. Earthshaker running uphill, only to die. So that's caught in a trap right there of sorts. Good bounty rune control from EHOME. And they managed to get 3 bounty runes. I believe they're going to get it. There's still one over here on their side.
Yeah, they should get that last one too. 3 bounty runes for EHOME, 15 minutes in. That's a pretty decent win for them, as that should even up the net worth, as TNC is just 1k ahead right now. Not really too much.
Interesting. Like, you see the Tinker wards, by the way, being placed by the Dire side, both at the top and the bottom of the map. Oh, top lane. Yeah, speaking of it, Armel, Drinkquill, it connects an Invoker. You saw the damage he took with the snapped with that Veil debuff. Jeez, he got bursted down.
Yeah, very interesting wards coming from EHOME, I have to say. I wonder who they're thinking about catching. Most likely it's the Venomancer, right? He likes to hide around and just spam the Plague wards, so this way you can actually catch him off. Definitely not an easy kill to get, though. However, at the same time, for TNC, it's pretty simple to get these pickoffs. You have travels on Venomancer, you have this global teleport from Tims, you have teleportation, and that Invoker fell so easily. Once you catch him with something like a puck, he just falls. And Tims is trying to do the same thing on the bottom lane now. Yeah. It's so annoying.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, you don't really want to go there to deal with this. These treants, they're just not giving you enough out of killing them, but you have to rescue your tower or let it fall like they're doing right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fun game that Tims is playing. It's a necessary strat, though, in their mind, and he's going to spawn more trees here once ready, I'm sure, and try to kill this tower.
Yeah, I just love this. They're having a lot of fun, right? With their strategies, with the way they're drafting, with the way they're playing. They're really enjoying this game, and TNC, I love this team right now. And yeah, they're doing really well.
There you go. Mission accomplished for Tims. So now he can go elsewhere. As they ping it out, but it got to a point where, yeah, it's just not worth it in their mind. Like, all right, just take it. Let's let that be done. So that's the case.
Top lane?
Yeah, I was looking at the top two. Those bottom, they actually just counter-warded down there. But top lane, sure enough, Puck manages to escape.
Yeah, but the whole game plan for TNC right now is just chill, right? Plant these Plague Wards, chill behind them, farm with Furion, perhaps creep skip and take some tier 1s with the Furion, and that's about it. Wait for the Morphling to come online. And so far, EHOME, they haven't been ready to respond to that. At least not yet. Maybe now, though.
Yeah, there we go. Nope. The Will-O-Wisp is in. That's an illusion right there, as we see, so he'll be fine. March. Fissure blocks. CK wants the tower kill. We'll get up here. Armel, he lands a Drink Call on 2. Keeper the light. Ends up snapping right there. Puck in to get bursted down by the Skywrath. Oh, the phase shift. Armel will barely stay alive. Somehow nobody dies.
Yeah, Tims with that Glimmer Cape helps out Armel there, and he manages to stay alive, even though that's pretty scary. That's an Atos completed on Skywrath. He needs some item to help him against that silence, something like an Yules, which he has queued up already and is moving towards. He needs that Yules as soon as possible now, because this puck suddenly can fall to just the Skywrath even.
What is white? That was such a risky play. He is going to actually TP out in time. He's cutting the creep way with the Lumen, then runs into the trees. Luckily for him, they were not close enough. The spam ping's coming top lane. TNC wants this.
Faded. This isn't where you want to be, boy.
He has no chance of getting out of this one, does he? There's even the Poison Nova going to be active in the Echo Slam. They really want to make sure to kill this CK, and understandably so. They take him out.
They take him out, and instantly they go towards the tier 2. However, on the bottom lane, 897, he's caught.
What is happening? The core is suddenly getting a little too cocky for EHOME, it feels like. Both pushing lanes by themselves with minimal vision.
Especially because you know that Morphling wasn't top in that kill. He wasn't involved. And you still go and you continue pressuring bottom lane as the Invoker. Oh, why?
Trying to run. Hunt down by Armel, though. Armel. Oh.
He has the Hawk vision, so it's easier for him to juke. He had the vision on Armel.
Smart.
Bottom lane, Gabi. He was roared down, but yeah.
Just TP. No stun after that, so it doesn't get the kill, but we'll protect these bounty runes at least. And we'll have a split on the bounty rune control, but yeah, you see this Morphling. It's getting closer and closer. Top net worth in the game.
I don't understand the Aghanims on Morphling. Like, why does it give you so much range of everything? It's crazy how much range you get on these spells. It's just ridiculous.
It's pretty strong. The first one,
it's pretty strong.
Yeah. The first time that when they added the Axe effect to the hero, the one that I saw it initially with, obviously Earthshaker is amazing, but the Dark Willow was crazy. Oh yeah, as well.
I remember. That was so stupid. Like Morphling turning into Dark Willow, yeah, Shadow Realm, and it just destroy people. I remember. It was pretty good.
So it's just like it's the range, it's the cooldown reduction's obviously pretty absurd about it. It feels like a really, really strong axe in some cases. But
I mean, with the Shaker especially, like, he's just going to start turning into him and destroying him. It's just a matter of time, pretty much. Mid lane, why? It's just a matter of time. You get
Nice
a
man's
morphling on your ass. Yeah, he's gone.
He is just about there. He just needs a point booster, I believe. Yeah, there's the other components being delivered. So Max just around the corner. Chaos Knight, he's going to get TP'd on. Looks like he's far enough, though, to survive.
He's got a BKB too, so push comes to shove, he can just BKB TP away. But they, again, EHOME, they need to start making moves. Like in that last game, they had a reason why they were so passive. They had a couple of Midases, right? So they could afford being passive, hiding on the high ground, defending for as long as possible. However, in this game, I don't think that's the case. I think they're already ready to strike, to pounce, and they have to do it before all these items of TNC are completed. Slowly but steadily, they are getting everything they need.
The hell? So I'm looking at Venomancer trying to escape right here. Looks like he'll be able to do so. Nice 4-staff away. Sorry, I'm just baffled. I'm looking at the win probability chart. I don't know if my chart's bugged or if it actually has a 63% win chance for the Dire side. For EHOME.
For the Dire side.
Yeah, apparently it likes Chaos Knight quite a bit.
Chaos Knight, I think Skyrat plays a major part in that as well, with his silence. I think when you're picking heroes and you see Morphling in a pub, let's say, you see a Morphling and Puck versus you, I think the green line on Skyrat is going to be really high, because there's a high chance you'll win if you pick that. Just the advantage is big. The silence is pretty good, however, unfortunately for him, there's a Manta on Morphling, and there's a Yules on Puck, so you can't really take them down any longer. And they did smoke up.
Oh, big clash coming, and there is the Will-O-Wisp. Mark throwing out a fissure, but Tim's also, he'd fall shortly after, and so does Yershik. I think they're going to right into Roshan. Perfect transition, but this isn't necessarily a free Roshan. It's Gabby. Oh, he can't finish the job. The Glimmer Cape comes out. Y will survive for now. And now Gabby's in a bad spot. Spirit Vessel going to be his Armel, trying to save his teammate. If anything, he's going to leap away with that new axe. So Gabby going back in. He's man-moded. He's back to full life. Wants to kill Evoker. No! He is dead. He's just back in, and that down goes KP as well on the Venomancer. Suddenly
right,
4 are dead.
Probability. There you go. That's why they see the future. They know what's gonna happen, and they force a buyback from the who was it? Venomancer, yeah, KP.
Well, that's I mean, Morphling's staying dead for 45 though, but I guess they do stall Roshan from happening. But still, that was a hell of a fight for EHOME.
Yeah, definitely a very good fight for them, especially taking down that Morphling, who was really playing with fire. Like Morphling, like, he jumps in, turns into Morph, but he had no Manta style to work with, so he couldn't shake off the vessel, and they just take him down. Tims barely survives here.
Yeah, so that's Sunstrike. Not enough.
There's some Morphling players that you just can never kill when they have their Aghanims and they can turn into Shaker. But there are some Morphlings that always push it to the limit and get punished for that. And this time around, Gabby definitely did get punished.
Are they going to try Roshan themselves? Oh, wow. You can see at least checking it out. Morphling is in there with her Shaker. Invoker. He is going to be collapsed on the double fissure. He cannot get away from it. He's out for 40 more seconds. Does have a buyback on Invoker if they really want to stop this Roshan. Beastmaster nearby. Beastmaster going to get jumped, though. Armel's chasing. Faith Beyond. Teleport coming in for Nature's Prophet as well. There's the buyback from Invoker. By the way, Kato got picked off by Gabby meanwhile. So this is still 4 versus 5 now. Faith Beyond. Now comes a Mystic Flare, though. And Puck will fall. Puck buys back immediately, and here's Gabby jumping in the back lines as I'm taking out the Beastmaster. Waveforming for the burst damage of the Adaptive Strike and a triple kill for Gabby. Much cleaner this time around. Making an ultra kill, he says, with the fissure. Give the man a damn rampage. VT faded. He's not going to allow, or is he? Oh, Gabby! Is he going? He wants it. Do it. Do it.
He wants it. He wants it.
He wants it so bad. Go in. One more
He has
lead.
a fissure now. He has a fissure now. He's going in.
He's
going
going.
in.
The range is absurd.
But no rampage.
Okay, come on, game. We'll call it a rampage.
It took him too much time. Rampage denied. Yeah, that's what we were waiting for. We were waiting for this Morphling to enter God mode. Gabby God mode Morphling right there. Turns into the Shaker, gets plus 1,000,000 damage, hits you and kills you in pretty much 2 hits. Yeah, I feel for EHOME, man. I feel bad for them because this Morphling plus March Shaker are just ridiculously strong at the moment.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep, it is online and it is doing work. Gabby is starting to really take over this game now. As he's just gonna chill up here, waiting for somebody to come nearby. Nope, that's somebody's Beastmaster. Faith Beyond says, "Are you kidding me? I thought it was just one Earthshaker, not 2." Oh, tornado on both.
Tornado.
That's a good connection there. Glimmer keeps saving Earthshaker for now, but now 897 on Volker. He has found the dust eventually hits. March dying elsewhere at least, but they're gonna get the kill on Invoker still. So
I love how they were so bloodthirsty for the Invoker that they didn't give a hell about March. He was dying right next to them, 2 Necros and 1 Boar. And instead of helping him, just killing off the Boar and Necros, you know, it takes you a second. They're just chasing for Invoker and they're like, March, this is your time, bro, you know, like, you did your part.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
they get the top tier 3 tower. Gonna go for more. 2 are dead, not buying back, so why not?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Your TNC. There's a Blink now purchased on the actual Earthshaker. KP, Glimmer Cape helping to save him. Glimmer Cape certainly doing a lot of work this game right now, KP. He just keeps running around in a circle while Gabby is going to die apparently to the Mystic Flare, but will have the Aegis. So we'll come right back up. And going to waveform out. Not want to risk further.
Yeah, everyone is up on the side of EHOME and you don't have your Shaker there or Puck, so time to retreat, perhaps go for the Shrines instead of the melee Raxes and live to fight another day. Puck has to be careful on the bottom. Yeah, they do have silence here. Oh, he's fine.
Left.
It was a difficult kill though. He has Yules to work with too.
Oh, look at Puck. He's actually the one going in. Voids the Mystic Flare, though. Great phase shift, and Gabby says, I'm here to clean up, baby. Oh, he found the Beastmaster.
Beyond godlike. 11-1 on this Morphling. Just God mode activated.
I know we've seen this combo so many times now, but it's still just every time I can't help but giggle. It's hilarious almost to watch, especially when it's online like
It's
this.
stupid strong, right? It's
Yeah.
just stupid. Why is this in the game? That's what you want
That's
to ask.
kind of what
him.
I'm saying,
Right?
yeah.
It's pretty much like why is this possible? It's just so strong. It's crazy. I mean, there are teams that have been able to deal with it. I believe it's TNC that actually won with Morphling Shaker and then won versus Morphling Shaker in the same series. But it's just much easier said than done. It's not easy to deal with this at all.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mobility is just absolutely absurd. Deafening Blast won't even connect right there. As he just leaps away. And I understand, like, not every player can do this.
Has fallen.
Gabby certainly has, the fast fingers there and the quick reactions, etc. But it does seem very powerful. But hey, there's bans for a reason, so it's only EHOME to blame in that sense. And there's a jump in, kill Invoker, maybe? No, he's actually going to survive, just barely.
Yeah, there's bans for a reason, but when you're in the first phase, you have to think about banning one of these 2 heroes just to prevent the combo. When you're drafting in the first stage and they have the second pick, it's not too easy to deal with.
Gabby will just find another kill as they're controlling bounty runes elsewhere. Yeah, and he's actually queued up the BKB, and he's level 25, by the way, too, which is kind of crazy as well.
He's just getting kills alone. Like, I'm not surprised he's 25, 30 minutes in. Invoker. He's gone.
He's adaptive
It's
strikes. Oh, that's ridiculous. Is he dead?
Get him.
Echo Slam coming out. They did kill Gabby, so they kill the raid boss, Earthshaker. He's trying to run now, and VT faded. Can only mana for so long. Looking to fall back. How about that Orchid pick up by Chaos Knight?
Yeah, definitely did help him take down the Morphling, but he might fall himself here. Yeah, they get him, and he has no buyback, so the Megas will be claimed by TNC in any second now, I guess. Morphling, Morphling, yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Morphling could choose to buy back here. He could have done that earlier, but I guess the safer play is just to take the Raxes and push slowly, wait for the Morphling to respawn.
Yeah, it's clearly that caught him off guard, and again, the Orchid on Chaos Knight, not something you expect to see at all, but it's one of those, it's like, all right, well, now we killed the one guy. Turns out that the other heroes on this team are also pretty good, and you know, pretty good farm on top of it, especially Armel and this puck. He's second behind that Morphling. He's got the dig on level 3 currently, and he just bought 2 more.
Now.
Let's make it level 5. He's going to TP right back into the mid lane as if he was never gone.
Yeah, we were talking about Morphling and how well he's doing. It's partly because of Armel and how well of a laning stage he has had, right? He just created so much space afterwards. He was able to rotate across the map, get kill after kill, while Aghanims was being purchased by the Morphling. And once that tags is up, once he had a Shaker with a sufficient level, he just turns into pretty much... March is pretty much a walking totem right now. He just walks around and lets this Morphling turn into him, and that's all. That's all he has to do.
He's not here to play the game himself. He's here to play the game, or to help Gabby play his own game.
That's so sad sometimes. The position 5 life is really, you know.
Hey,
like, I remember.
Well, go ahead.
If you're a wisp, or if you remember Lich long time ago.
Oh yeah.
When you were eating creeps and shielding your carry, that feels bad, man.
Lich was a very basic hero, yes. Oh, James goes down. The top lane, and now the hunt is on. Can they catch Faith Beyond? No, yes they can. Green Coil locks him in place as he attempted to TP out with that Glimmer Cape, and they zap him down. Meanwhile, over here, Gabby, he catches Invoker. He's trying to finish him. That Glimmer Cape yet again. Gonna save, though.
Now he's screaming at March, where is detection?
No, there's Coddle. Will-O-Wisp. He's going to wait for it in the back, and he kills Invoker anyways. However, he's Orchid. Then Morphling. No, he's fine.
He's fine. He still has Satanic as well to work with right now. VT faded, did dish out a lot of damage, did manage to take down Mars, but...
Well, they're buying back. EHOME does not want it to be so, but I think it's bound to be so at this rate. As this would be mega creeps if they clean it up, but apparently not yet. Gabby gonna morph back into Earthshaker, says, all right, thank you very much, I got my tools now. Drops the Skywrath, he buys back immediately, but Beastmaster, you can't do that. He's dead for 2 minutes. Chaos Knight caught once again, and they're just gonna call the GG. So, TNC going to the winter portion of the playoffs. They get a little bit of a break now. Congratulations to them. EHOME will have to keep fighting here in Group A to see where they place going to the playoffs. In the deciding match.
Congratulations to TNC. They definitely played super well